GG fam, it's your boy Chad. Yeah, I know. To my left, my tag team partner. To your right, Jay isn't here. So we decided to divide and conquer on this one. So Sick Media Comics, they sent us some comics to review. And spoiler alert, they're pretty awesome. I want to jump right into the first one. Pro Volume, The Last Victorian, is written by Tyler M. Smalls, penciled and inked by Leonardo Roca, and colored by Rena Lino. So the story takes place in San Francisco. Dr. Mechanic, the former mayor and the villain of our story, and also a salty man stiller, is quite salty about losing this mayoral race. So she creates these machines, 1,002 of these to be exact, built with steel from the dynamic dimension, which I want to learn more about that later. They're 2,000 times stronger than the average man, so the citizens of San Francisco aren't going to stand a chance. So while Dr. Mechanic is evil villain monologuing, she doesn't notice that there's a wave ground projection watching her in it from the distance. And that is our hero, Pro Volume. So Pro Volume seems to have the power to manipulate sound, and she busts in to bust up Dr. Mechanic's evil schemes. So Dr. Mechanic sends the machines out on her, and they're fighting, going back and forth. I love the banter between Pro Volume and Dr. Mechanic. There's one scene, Dr. Mechanic gets her phone broken by Pro Volume, and she's cussing and yelling at Pro Volume. But while this is happening, the machines are fighting. I love the one-liners from the machines. They're pretty funny. One machine calls out Pro Volume for telegraphing and naming her move that she does it, which all superheroes done, so I thought that was pretty funny. But what Pro Volume doesn't see is that Dr. Mechanic has one machine. She has one machine left to unleash. And this machine, oh my goodness, it is made of 10 tons of steel, has enhanced durability and unbreakable claws. And it seems like our hero recognizes this machine. The machine's name is the Red Crusher. But when this machine speaks, it seems like Pro Volume recognizes a machine. So there's another showdown that's going to happen in the next comic, I'm sure. You guys check this comic out. Trust me, it's going to be good. You're going to like it. All right, so we're going into our next comic, titled Chica. It's written by Tyler Smalls, penciled and inked by Robert Moysen, and colored by Rena Lino. So, this story seems to take place in the No Matter realm, the realm of confusion. The war between the animal kingdom and the machine kingdom has been waging for over 1,000 years. And the villain of our story, Grand Power, which I really love his design, by the way, he's closing in on a protagonist. Well, there's several protagonists in the story, but he seems to be closing in on Van. And Van seems to be one of our main heroes here, which he has the power to turn into the Great Landline. Van decides that they need to go back to the base to protect their ultimate weapon. So they reconvene, they go back to their base, and their ultimate weapon is named the Super Animal Vector. This power seems to be able to be bestowed upon any one of the heroes, or really anybody. That's why Grand Power is looking for this weapon. Van seems very entitled to this. Like, he feels like he deserves to have this power. We're going to get a little bit more into that in a minute here. But so while Van is coming back into the base, he encounters Chica, which is the protagonist of our story. It seems like Van and Chica have some type of romantic history, but Chica doesn't seem too all happy to see him. And Van gets pretty upset when he finds out that she's going to bestow the Super Animal Vector onto somebody else, and it's not him. And he's not too happy about that. But before he can get too upset about it, Grand Power finds their lair, and he busts in. It's like, oh yeah, Daddy's home. It's time to let y'all know who I am. So Grand Power comes in, and he is dominating the heroes, breaking arms, shooting people. He's just going wild. And in the process of this, Chica gets really injured. She's gravely injured, actually. And one of the scientists decides that she needs to take the Super Animal Vector to save her life. So she's put into the chamber, and she has a power bestowed upon her. I really love the coloring and the design of that power on her. And it seems that with Chica and Van working together, they're turning the tide, because the other heroes get pretty messed up in battle. And right when things seem to be going the hero's way, literally, the hero stabbed Chica and Van in the back. No, I mean literally. Like, Van gets stabbed in the back. Which I totally didn't see that coming at all. And Grand Power says that, yeah, these guys are with me now, and now you're going to really learn the truth of why the Animal Empire and the Machine Kingdom have been going back and forth. Guys, this one is a pretty dope comic, so I really suggest that you check this one out. Alright, so our next one is going to be Zapper Demon, written by Tyler Smalls and penciled and inked by Dalibor Dado Fihar. Hopes I didn't mess up your name. If I did, I'm so sorry. So, I really like this story, man. It takes place in San Francisco, which I'm hoping that'd be pretty cool if some of your comics are in the shared universe. I don't know if they are or not, but if so, that'd be pretty cool. So, it starts off with San Francisco being attacked by Death Lee. He's a member of a very known and powerful, powered family from China, and happens to be related to our hero, Zapster. And he seems to have a form of electricity, like that type of a power. So Zapster also has the power to control electricity, and her fiance, Demonition, has a power to control the earth itself. I like the dynamic, Demonition and Zapster. It seems like they shouldn't work as a couple. It seems like the breath that Demonition takes irks Zapster's nerves, but it works though. I like it. So the couple comes together to defeat Death Lee, and of course they do by Demonition literally lifting a bridge in water and bringing it to Death Lee, and Zapster zaps Death Lee into the water and pretty much takes him out of commission. And so come to find out, Zapster and Demonition go home. They're chilling, being a couple, and Zapster's like, is this bridge still there? You need to have that gone before I get in the shower, because this is ridiculous. They kind of argue about it, go back and forth. It's cute. But yeah, I really dig this story. I really would like to see more of these two characters. Like, I also like the art style too. And what really stands out to me about this one is their relationship, the way they bounce back and forth off each other. I really dig it. Alright, so the last comic I'm going to go over is Black Cosmic Sun Kid. It's written by Tyler Smalls. I'm busy, man. Penciled by Chick Knight Greenleaf and colored by Renan Lino. So, a story takes place in Richmond, California. And the citizens of Richmond are being terrorized by a traffic light demon. So when I first saw that, I was like, why is this happening? That is so random, but I look at the design of this demon, in all seriousness, he's like a pretty cool design. And this demon is all about you guys following the traffic rules. So if you're not following those rules, you better watch out. We need some of those traffic demons down here in Houston to keep some people in line, because they drive like maniacs down here. But anyway, story for another day. So the traffic light demon is punishing the citizens for violating the laws. And just as he's about to take out a citizen for crossing a double yellow line, in comes our hero, Sun Kid and Black Cosmic. Sun Kid has a power to control, it seems like fire, and maybe is amplified by the sun. And Black Cosmic seems to be able to control space and create portals. So they use their teamwork to overwhelm the traffic light demon, and they banish him to, I'm just going to say, the Shadow Realm. And, the heroes go about their day. They've won their battle. And Sun Kid goes to school. It seems that everyone knows who Sun Kid is at the school, which is pretty cool. It's kind of refreshing to see the hero not having to keep his identity secret. Everyone knows who he is. The traffic demon doesn't like how things went. He said, no, you guys are going to learn about how to follow these traffic rules today. So he breaks out of the prison that Black Cosmic put him in, and he goes directly to Sun Kid. And he takes over the school. So Sun Kid transforms, and he goes to fight the demon, but this time he's being overwhelmed. But Black Cosmic comes to the rescue, and they sort of start to mount an offense against the demon, but the demon is prepared for them this time. And he just overwhelms them, and he puts them in a very precarious position. And now you got to read the next one to figure out what happens next. So you guys read the next issue of that. Sick Media Comics, you guys are awesome. I really love these books. You guys keep doing what you're doing, man. Well, I'm Chad, and this is Fusion High, and we're out. Hi!